What is going on, guys? Music Major back from a long and much-deserved vacation on the East Coast. But let's cut to the chase. Last week at E3, we learned some pretty cool things at the Microsoft press conference. One of the biggest things that absolutely blindsided me was that we learned Xbox One consoles will soon have the ability to become backwards compatible. This feature was long thought to be impossible, but Microsoft headman Phil Spencer absolutely made my dreams come true by announcing the feature that is available now for Xbox One preview members and will be available to the masses in the fall. Spencer is quoted as saying, "We want to make 360 owners look at Xbox One as a safe place to play." I know a lot of people that have delayed the upgrade to Xbox One simply because they're not ready to part with the Xbox 360 catalog, because let's be honest, the Xbox 360 catalog is still very strong and still very diverse, and the graphics aren't that far off from the Xbox One, but you do get your better lighting, you do get your better color palette. There are a little bit of, things that have improvement to them, I guess would be the best way to say that. So naturally, I became curious as to how this whole process works, so here's how the whole program will work. You will install your said 360 game, let's say Fallout 3 for this instance. Much like your Xbox One titles that you already own, once the game is installed and ready to play, you must leave the disc in the tray, or whatever we call that on the Xbox One, for the game to remain playable. Here is the interesting part. What the Xbox One is doing is it's basically running an emulator in the background, similar to your N64 emulators, your PlayStation 2 emulators, those ones that we run on our Android phones and aren't necessarily the most legal. You guys know what we're talking about. So the Xbox 360 OS is actually running when you install the game, which makes kind of sense for that it could happen, considering the Xbox One is so much more stronger than its predecessor. One feature that I know will catch me off guard a couple times is that when you boot the Xbox One up, while it has an Xbox 360 disc in it, it will actually use the Xbox 360 animation, but rumor has it that it will run the Xbox One OS, but then kick the Xbox 360 OS into gear when you start the game. So you're going to have, if that makes any sense, you're going to have the menus and the configurations of what the Xbox One would have, but once you kick the Xbox 360 game into gear, you're going to have the Xbox 360 OS take precedence. And with the power of the Xbox One system, it should run a bit cleaner and a little more fluid. Older games like Mass Effect and Perfect Dark Zero should run without a flaw. In a later episode, I plan on testing Perfect Dark Zero to see how it performs. Another cool thing that drew my attention was that since the Xbox One thinks it is playing a quote-unquote normal game, features such as the game DVR, Twitch streaming, and snapshots will actually work while you play the old 360 game, because the Xbox One is running what it thinks to be called one giant game called 360, to quote Spencer's words. The emulator will run the exact same for all 360 games. Here's the drawback to it. Xbox Connect games for the 360 will not transfer over to the Xbox One because, once again, quoting Phil Spencer, it is almost impossible to sync up the Connect sensors from the old generation to the new generation. Also, too, multi-disc games are being worked on and polished, and there are even talks of kind of repackaging them to an all-in-one Blu-ray disc so that they may function well on the Xbox One. Personally, I can't wait for this feature. You like that English language there? I can't wait for this feature because I really want to play a remastered copy of L.A. Noire. I think that would be sick. As it stands right now, though, we don't have a full list of backwards compatible games. There's about 21 right now, and I'm going to name them off for you here real quick. A Kingdom of Keflings, A World of Keflings, Alien Hamid HD, sure, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Battle Block Theater, Defense Grid, Geometry Wars Evolved, Hexic HD, Jetpack Refueled, Cameo, Mass Effect, N+, Perfect Dark Zero, Super Meat Boy, Toy Soldiers Cold War, never really touched either of those, Viva Pinata, Trouble in Paradise, and a game called Zuma. More will be added. Microsoft needs permission from publishers before they make it backwards compatible, a la GTA 5. That'll be interesting to see if you'll get the previous generation GTA 5 backwards compatible on Xbox One. For my money, I don't think we'll see that. But anyway, guys, my name is Music Major. As always, thank you so much for the love and support that you guys constantly send my way. You guys make this awesome. I kind of wanted to show this gameplay. This was a rather intriguing one in the chamber gameplay that we had with these two guys with the classic standoff. You could tell these guys might be Counter-Strike players. This was hysterical. And it goes back to square one again. But anyway, guys, make sure to follow me on Twitter at MusicMajorTV. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/MusicMajor089. Follow me on Twitter for any updates at all or anything like that. I post tech news, soccer news. I let you guys know when I go live on Twitch. I post general any-day feel-good stuff. I will talk with you. We will just have all kinds of great conversation. Like I said, thank you for making this dream a reality for me. Make sure to let me know what you want to see on the channel. It's a two-way street, baby. That's what I say all the time. But it's about time for me to get out of here, guys. I believe Codeman puts the win here on the jump shot. We'll see here. Yep, there we go. And it's over, guys. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.